Ba-na-na-na. Hello heroes, what's going on? GamingNavi here, and today we're coming back for our second playthrough of Hooked on You, and there's our waifu right there. We're gonna be dating her. Dating the good old spirit. If I can get my words right, because your princess forgot how to talk. Okay, so let me get everything all back set up, get my docking station all plugged in, so that way my phone doesn't die on me midstream. Has yet to happen to me before, but I do not want to run the risk. So let's move this over here. That should be centered, I hope. Make sure I unmute the game. There we go. Okay, so that being said, let's start a brand new game. There we go, new file. Today we shall be princess. Ah, there's not enough space. New game. Hold on, is that? There's definitely a word limit. Okay, noted. Well, we're going in as Navi again, I guess. Gonna try going in as Princess Navi, but Princess Navi. But unfortunately, the game does not want to let me assert my royal authority. So fuck you. Yeah, I know I don't have the a dress or a crown on yet, but I will. I'll take tiara. That's what I get. Alright, blah blah blah. We don't. We've been through this bullshit before. Hi, you head. Dig up that face. Cool. I'll take it. Ooh, spooky coin. Ooh. Your pockets are empty. Play room for gold coins. Yada yada. Why not? Hello there, I'm Dwight. I'm Claudette. We'll take that. Claudette quickly relieves you your gold coin, tosses it to Dwight, who bites down on it like an old-time prospector before handing it back to her. And this is for you. I'll take it. Money well spent. Yes, could someone maybe design the next one of the next one of these dating sims to be all inclusive? It really seems to take all the fun and fantasy of having your wolf. It takes all the fun out of your fantasy vacation. Be watching your wallet the entire time. Yeah, I can't read today. Thank them for the delicious drink. Thanks for the drink. It's quite delicious. You're welcome. Did someone just thank us? Go with it, Dwight. It's normal to be thanked for doing a good job. Trust me on this one. Your mind doesn't have time to doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. You look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand next to you. You stare it down, a frozen voice calls out from behind you. Lethal help, please? You turn around when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Must resist muscle mommy, eh. Hey man, how you doing, Wraith? Hey, we go. That's the goal. Hey, Trapper. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out, penetrating you via your eyes. You're up against the yada yada yada. We've read this before. What can you do? Toss it back. Oh crud, that was... Yeah, I probably meant to do spirit. I probably should not have done that, but, oh, we did. What can I say? I guess me and Huntress were just a perfect match. Yada yada yada, Ocean, I don't care. Seems you do it. Okay. Seems you're also new. Hey, don't worry, it's all just a game. Existence, that is. But you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. Yada yada. I don't care about any of you except the spirit. Answer quickly, answer well. It's time quiz. Yada yada yada. I'm average. There's another face in the crowd. Another normal. Ah, fuck. Flight. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? History? Nice. It's important to know it. Okay, yeah. Okay, we did that. I remember saying muted last time, and like that being it. I can't remember what it actually is, but I remember that being something I actually liked. His lids. His favorite color. 3-day-old corpse. Not good. It's not good to me unless it had frozen. You'd be surprised. What's your dream job? Nightclub promoter. Not working at all. Kurt. Okay, there we go. Okay, making some right choices. We gotta make sure we get the spirit best flavor. Vanilla. Favorite is pain. Same here. Mine's vanilla. Swirled with pain. I think mint chip. Yeah. Okay, now we gotta go say mint chip because the game won't throw a tantrum at me if I don't. Anyways, I don't give a fuck about you, Trapper. Get the fuck out.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? I'm the spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's just not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose just to not take part. Geez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh wait, now I'm remembering. Seeing Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it.
Whatever, fog body. That's not nice.
He's not nice.
You love it.
Only sometimes.
Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it.
Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking? How about you just stop speaking entirely, actually?
For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, I'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. Turn down my volume a little bit. So I go my yacht. It's a massive boat, Dr. Bai. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming. Simple. Beautiful.
Hey, what about that volleyball game? We can exercise and have more fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right there. I'm tired. Besides, I hate being in the sun.
Me too.
I think that's the lounge.
You get to relax for a second in the lounge.
Kick up your feet, look out over the ocean, relax on your own terms. Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day? It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from all the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer.
I wish I could do a female voice. I could have done that so much better. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down.
Hold on, for just one moment.
Them. Blah, 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 blah. We know about them. Blah, 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 blah. But that was great. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. So just... fuck you two. I'm gonna kill you later. I did it last time. Then you came back. Good times. Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with. No, Sir Clark. Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. Seems like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Yada yada, we've done this. To the lounge!
Finally, freedom from this preposterous premise. The preposterous premise that the four of us would have been engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match.
Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone.
I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float over the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining. And then when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island! But turns out I'm not the first to tell us those kinds of threats around here on this island. So thanks, I guess for getting called off.
Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Oh, hi, Senpai! Honk honk! I mean, we've been going for like 12 minutes, but a lot of it's just been me trying to get through all the text we've already read before. Please just make it quick. This is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams. Ha!
Hilarious, right, Dwight?
Yeah, right. So what will you be having? I do not know alcohol at all. I'm gonna say vodka soda, cause soda's about the only thing I drink. Vodka soda?
Coming right up.
Fuck. Hold on. I didn't take into account any of that. So we're gonna have to skip through all this. So I don't choose vodka. Okay. So we know that is completely off the list. Because that'll get Huntress going. I don't know what sangria is. That's an English thing. And a virgin daiquiri. I don't know what any of these things are. He's saying Scotch. I assume it's a Scottish thing. So it's probably a Europe thing. Probably not one. What's the closest thing to a Japanese drink I can get that would make a spirit like me? Also, just gonna... Oh, fuck. I can't save. Let's do sangria. Playing free but refreshing. Hold the coconut rum. Any sangria, maybe? God damn it. Wraith, get the fuck out of my playthrough. He's so nice, but at the same time, I'm so mean to him. Okay, so daiquiri was only supposed to choose the entire time. Let's do this. No sangria. Virgin daiquiri. Didn't come here to party. I'm just here to make the best of a very strange situation. I don't know. How about a daiquiri? I know how to make that. Let's skip the liquor. I'll have mine virgin. God damn it. Oh, there we go.
Don't mind him. We don't need to suck ourselves in booze just to please everyone else's expectations. If you ask me, there's enough spirits here already.
I was scared that was Trapper's drink. I'm like, why the fuck is he a virgin daiquiri? So I didn't read what he had to say at all.
Besides, alcohol just numbs you to the painful realities of the world. I choose to face them head on.
You'd never do something like, I don't know, hide from it all behind the world's largest hat or anything.
Please let me to ignore any fashion advice from the man wearing a doll's face as a mask.
Not a doll's face. Jerk.
Since we fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time!
I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar.
You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind. I hate it. This sucks. But could be fine. Or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat.
If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd.
Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much.
Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books. Novels, comics, fiction, or non. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horrible of life. The escape into your own mind.
A growing rolls throughout the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. Since they're more enthusiastic about drinking. That's it. Considering the spirit lore, what she would actually is quite sad. Ash would love spirit. Oh yeah, absolutely. She would. I wish she was here right now.
So the situation we're in, it seems very appropriate time to ask you, what's your desert island book? The one you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this?
Well, before I make that decision, I'm gonna save the game. Okay, so what?
Oh, it has to be classic horror, for reasons that should be obvious.
She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in public domain. Okay, that's fair.
Nothing too modern. Humanity has gotten really soft these past 100 years. So, like, what's your favorite?
So out of all of these, I've actually only ever read one of them, Frankenstein. I don't know what the best answer. She definitely seems like the girl who would read books, so I know like this is probably like a trapper answer. I want to go with Frankenstein. I'm gonna go with the only book I've actually read here. I actually read. That is a lie. I actually have read Frankenstein. I read it in high school. I've seen like 3 movie versions of Frankenstein. They've all been pretty good.
You know, you can lie. You to make yourself look smarter. The killer is not mind readers.
God damn it. Nice to know the one book I've actually read is not a favorite of the spirit. I'm gonna say Dracula. I did try to read that when I was in elementary school because my friggin' first grade teacher had that book available in our classroom. Dracula's one of the classic. That's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger only to learn later that they're an immortal villain. It's downright
thrilling.
Well, I guess, but I was gonna say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger, or even death, that he poses, you can't help but get turned on by the liberation, but from the status quo that he represents. Yeah, that Dracula definitely turns me on. Oh.
You want to talk about the Crimson Fucker? Oh. You know my name backwards is just Dracula, right? Now it's maybe the 30-year dry spell, but this is doing it for me.
I got last week at NebCon, I got to pull that voice out a lot.
Oh, you must be the Belmont.
I need to watch Castlevania again, and I need to watch the Nocturne anime. Same here.
So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone? Who did they think would buy into that? If you're gonna be trapped in a nightmare that is an undead life eternal, which I know a little something about, you can do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire.
Enough of these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it is time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask-covered eye. I gotta say, before I make a fuck-up decision, go back to my true love. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's go on, let's all get in a circle and spin the bad boy. Great idea. Trickster? Is it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. You watch Castlevania on Netflix? You learn how to insult a roast fucker. Oh, Netflix Castlevania is an amazing show. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello. And who's this new fan in waiting?
Beat it, hack.
I don't know. What's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game? Oh, I can't say. I was just saying it's a great idea. While also teasing the secret trickster ending. I've got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. Rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap, spit that is. But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen in out of view public eye, real romantic like. Yes, romance is a good goal, so we'll all be waiting here for complete silence trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. Navi, you're up. Joy. Save again. Okay, I remember how to do this. Okay. Oh, joy. No! 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 I don't know why, but I feel safe making a second save file. Yes! Okay, I did it this time. Oh, I saved myself. Senpai, don't test me on this. You got spirit. You two are meant to be. Psych! You actually have to spend multiple. Oh, fuck. First to get to 3 times is your true match. Okay, well, I got 1. Got her once. I gotta do it 2 more times. Okay. Trying to get spirit, so me tabbing this all is important. Okay, come on. Oh! Okay, I can do this. Just gotta get spirit. That's all I gotta do. Nope, that's Wraith. I just need to get spirit. That's all I gotta do. God damn it. Okay, I can do this. Yeah. Huntress, you may be the best choice here objectively. But unfortunately, we've already gotten you once. Again! Okay. Okay, I'd like to point out, it's 2 for all 3 of these. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, we did it. Ooh. Just this morning, you're waking up on a strange beach, surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. My computer cords fell in an awkward angle. It's messing with me. Now you're looking across the beach at a towel, looking across a beach towel at Spirit, lust in her eyes, sweat glistening on her skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Spirit takes you by the hand, and then you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hands on her shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating in the gross way hey, you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. You try to lock lips in a state you might gross her out so completely that she'll never be able to look you in romantically again. Spirit, we.
I have some bad news for you.
I have something in my teeth, don't I? I think it might be seaweed. I have no idea how long I was in the ocean.
No, well, maybe. That's not what I was gonna say. It's not happening. Not now, maybe not ever. They think I'm gonna make out with some stranger just because a bottle told me to. They've got another thing coming, and so do you. Namely a katana into your heart if you even try to make a move under such absurd circumstances. I wasn't gonna... Yeah, I know. You're pretty harmless, and not all bad to kiss if I were interested, which I'm not at this moment. Are we gonna tell him we kissed? We are. I'm not above lying to get what I want.
So that thing about me not being bad to kiss, was that a lie? To get me to play along?
If you don't know the truth, forget yourself. But don't expect this life to just hand you gifts like me. All I was ever handed in life was pain and suffering. Treat me well, and I'll return the favor. Otherwise, I'll try a different route and see what happens.
I hate to break up such a passionate moment. That we only assume was passionate because we never spy on you two constantly when we stay on this island. But dinner's being served right now. We must insist that you join us. We don't want anyone dying of starvation. When there are so many more interesting things to die from. I love this game so much. Mealtime, how quaint, yada yada yada. No one's sitting next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh, Trickster's actually here. Hey, Trickster, surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected, sir. Okay, I don't remember this from... Was this the original thing? I don't remember. You literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You'd probably think it was an error, but no, it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think is a choice, every you think you see is a choice. Got it? Okay, do I... Yada, yada, yada. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Yada yada, they're just doing this bullshit again. So none of this has changed at all. Yada yada yada. Go for the katana. Oh boy, I have to do this. Oh, okay, hold up. There we go. Save. There we go. Okay, take 15. Let's do this. Does that count? Okay.
That was pretty good. I like to see what you can do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb.
Dinner is finally served. For real. That sounds... The sounds especially... Okay, so this has not changed at all.
Two lessons about being dead is having to eat.
That's only one thing.
Think about it, Navi. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about one less thing to think about in the afterlife. If I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You may have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut in my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore.
Between the food and behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. Even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. I don't like that. I think they want an explanation as to why. Okay, create another save file. Here we fucking go. You tell them. Look at that seagull!
Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Navi. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise.
Okay, then we're gonna... Good thing I made a save. Damn, they're using the worst weapon. Judging. This is gross. I don't think about this dinner is an abomination. Well, it's almost certainly human meat. Lack of manners, the dismembered parts, and these noises. Everything's so vile, I might throw up. Even Spirit's talking about number 2s. I thought she was the classy one. I didn't realize how eating habits grossed you out. Don't be so judgmental. Sheesh. Goodness gracious. Okay, fine. I have discerned the correct answer through a process of trial and error. I'm sorry. I'm super self-conscious about how I look at it. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry about what everyone thinks.
It's always important to remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you. Right? You guys? Is anyone listening to me? I'll just take that. Yada yada. I don't care, Ocean. Those butts, not yada yada yada. You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth.
I just love the ocean at night. I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge!
Oh, you're perfect.
I have to wonder, how can anyone believe anything else?
You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question.
Well, that's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness?
Fuck! I've always been alone. It's Spirit's words, but it's the ocean. Maybe it's always been this way. But you suddenly feel connected to Spirit's words. I don't remember much about my life before, but there's one thing I know to be true. I've always been alone. And I always will be alone. Spirit has turned from looking at the ocean, is looking directly at you now. It's a funny idea, isn't it? Being alone.
Together? the best we can hope for. Maybe. Or maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible to pretend we know anything. Is that arrogance? Ugh, I was so dumb. So busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter, and I take care of myself. And now I'm all they've got. Now I'm all I've got.
And that's way too relatable. I just want to get through this now.
Well, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but
Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues.
There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. But when I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid.
That's stupid. That sounds badass.
Right? But, like, I didn't let it out. And then I, you know, chop chop. And now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside you, stranger?
No dragon, just a lot of fire. No dragon, just fire. A raging inferno, in fact, begging to burn the whole place down if I let it out. Maybe I am the dragon.
I'm sorry, but you're no dragon. And breathing fire, that's some hobbit.
Okay. I've got to go reload a save file. So note, I am still playing. You officially loaded this game up. I just got an achievement for loading save files. Okay, so noted. I cannot make a comment burning things down, despite that being a feeling. I'd have to kill a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of words. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome. Honestly, though, I don't feel like I've got anything inside me at all. Just darkness. Never-ending darkness. And here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until you arrived.
Perhaps I could light a torch and see through that darkness.
Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new dangers popped up on the strange island. The only fights is Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary
and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted for after campfire story time, and at this rate, we'll be late.
Playing sick? No, I was.
No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting.
Go, 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 go! Noted, I have to be as edgy as possible. What the fuck? I got Discord notif. Oh, it's from Cloud. Cloud Connection's playing Psychonauts right now. I need to do that sometime. There's yada yada yada. I don't care about any of you. Okay, time to make another save file. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing, yada yada yada. I don't care.
To see, has anything ever happened on schedule, even once?
Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me. Yada yada yada. Please fix someone. I choose you. I choose you, Spirit. Whoa, whoa. This entire experience has been carefully crafted to avoid IP infringement. Hint, lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catch. Oh my goodness. I was thinking that internally, but I was like, that's probably not what they're going for. No, that was intentional. It's awesome.
Really? You want to hear from me?
Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let that talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with some of the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me. I literally pulled the guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Wow, you belong in Mortal Kombat, Wraith.
Talk about bullshit stories.
If no one else is going to chit chat, I guess I can just sit down and...
Ahem. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, so now I'm gonna tell my story.
Yeah. I don't want to be Sasuke.
I call it The Prisoner's Kiss.
You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. That's bullshit. I'm gonna go upstairs and make me someone once I'm done playing.
It's a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hara, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. How could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box, strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in its size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered, built on site, in such a busy area? How could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if it was conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside.
Spirit paused her story to look from face to face of each of our audience members. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She is in her element. She's goddamn adorable, that's what she is.
Help me! Cried someone from inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was if every detective in the city was there, looking at the strange structure up and down, inspecting on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid, and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I was so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hada comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the steeping rain puddled on the ground. The man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hada was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hada. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together. We won't let this be the end of your story.
Reading a story in this voice is not easy, so I'm gonna read the rest of this in my normal voice or whatever. Well, yeah, I'm gonna ham it up a little bit, but you know, nothing special this time. Looking for the narrowest passageways, Detective Hada watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge, she felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any other hostage she had worked so hard to free before. And so when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hada, for she knew he would return. And he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit of this horrible puzzle box, repeating his own question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. And pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Detective Hada leaned forward and placed her own lips to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on the man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact of the beating, the contact. Blah! I can't read. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice. And he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back! Yelled the officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hada and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by the cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered as if an unseen lever in the side of a giant box began to slide open. Detective Hada gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in a puddle of rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. That's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least, landed on what should have been him. There in the corner of the box was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Dr. Hada had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, clearly severed and placed in a neat little pile. Atop that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips in icy blue. Spirit stares into the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story. It's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but its spirit. It was you who chose her. You initiated this harrowing, obsessed much this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual.
She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail. And now no one's sure how to act. Blank Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something! Fuck! Just gonna... Fucked on you. Spirit. Just wanna... Let's see. First flight, history. Dracula. Spirit. Okay, hug her. That's what we gotta do. There is a guide to this. Stand, and without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement. You nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize that everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit, so that they can all have a moment themselves, alone before bed. Everyone leaves you alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds before Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been waiting to hear from these guppies all day, but I don't want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special and well, those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't gonna get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. The fog that follows me around, I can feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day. Even when you're a god, I mean a narrator. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come with a hot tub with me. To bring hot tubs with the Spirit? Got a long way, a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget a little tuck. Sorry for not breathing, breathing in the chat for a while. The Spirits just kind of, ooh. You and your storyteller friends sleep into the water. It's just straight. It's the right temperature for an evening dip. But if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump into the ocean of the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. I want to be totally clear. Even though that story may bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not in any other ethically. I believe you completely. Sure, you're caught in pieces in your life. So was the person in that story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, like in a most puzzling place. Also a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips are blue and your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find... revenge! Okay, so similar stuff there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, coincidences. Get this to your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or, well, it's coagulated by now. I don't need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years ago, training in the bladed weapons preceded my entrance to this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You gotta figure out here with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this so I don't go babbling about it, I dreamt that story like watching a movie in my sleep when I was a little girl. Years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Who cares? This doesn't believe anything. For that matter, who even cares what I think? Our beliefs are our business, no one else's. Well, I'll be. It's a strong take. You've got to cultivate your own garden. I just admire you, Navi. You're not offering up your thoughts or opinions just to simply feed the curiosity of others, like some of the more desperate residents around the little paradise. Good for you, I'd say. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? What? Whoa. Ocean's air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that the certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from this puzzle box. If you believe that she is the— damn it! Got me going again! Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions. If at a certain two someone's stand before you with a flesh— with a fresh towel— I said flesh.
I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her.
You watch Spirit stare off in the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. Well, be right back. I'm gonna go grab me a soda. I needed something to drink. Okay, drink. Ah. There we go. Okay. Headset back on. Scooch up. There we go. Ah. Alright, he is comforting on this chilly night. Yada yada yada. Because now it's gonna say, oh, you gotta invite someone to the campfire. He's ready. We know how to do this. Oh, here we go. Music now. I like it. One of the things to listen to, you can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers. Okay, there we go. Now it's time to go ask our girl again. Spirit, are you around? Just wondering if I get a little company. Spirit tells you her little secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless.
I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores.
Really?
What? Even the dead like to relax.
I don't really have those things around. Oh, she gave me a comb with a little ribbon around it. Aw, I love her.
I guess you gotta hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though, and if you lose it, well...
You'll get revenge on me?
If it's the last thing I do.
You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from the... Okay, yada yada. The ocean is yada yada. We've heard this before. What the fuck? Oh, you're awake. As long as the spirit before bedtime, you should know that they're not what they seem. Not like me, who's obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do not take rejection well. Two, this is the first thing. First thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You're not drawing stink lines right out of me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That'll make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They would know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yeah, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some sleep. Maybe even sleep if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone. Real this time. Maybe. Drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. I kinda like him. I think about it. There actually is a Honryo waifu in a fighting game. Which one? What fighting game? Wait a second, we're okay, yep, it's this scene again. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I ate an all-organic diet. I ate a raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. Okay, so... Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so well you can use it. I'm a master self-control. Right now I'm just on self-control like a buster, because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. Haha, that was funny. Laugh! I said laugh, damn it! Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell him no. I want to lead them on a little more. It'll make them much better for me when they're screaming. I don't really care. This land is full of people who don't really like me, so what's one more? I don't want to get distracted from my plan anyways.
I know everyone thinks of me as this beautiful cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe. Okay, that was our choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help.
I love her. She might be the best wife. Does that come from Killer Instinct?
You open your eyes, the sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. I am suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, so the rest of the... Okay, this is all the same as usual. Moan and beautiful. Thought you might like a nice cup of Joe to start this incredible day off, right? Joe. That spirit's name is Joe. I also want to wish you luck. Today's an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you as if to ask him how to reach the island. And is this the type? Never mind, he left. Well, this be brought a cup of. No, wait, don't drink that! Well, how was that? I don't call him Trickster because he's good, on a skateboard. He definitely didn't get the name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. It's almost certainly not coffee. I don't want anyone casually poisoning and bruising and torturing you. Yet. It's supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you get 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review. Not an eternal prison of pain. Please make sure to leave a review. It really helps through the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Alright, wait a second. How could the possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically get that coffee out of your hand? It's not Parliament. We're not on the floor. This is not Parliament. The floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn this moment. Okay. Yada yada yada. We need to get on. We need to speedrun this. Have a lovely time. Sure.
I'm gonna take Killer Instinct out of context for a moment. He's not gonna go inside you. Nice.
Yada yada. I've read all this in the past. Can't imagine you make me angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really hope you do. Unrelated, has anyone seen where I left my cleaver? Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. That was bizarre. Back to your brick. Nope. Now Hunter's still. The island is treacherous. I don't know what newcomer thinks they are doing here, but it certainly isn't helping any of us. Oh, Hunter pretends to be all independent, but she's acting kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along. Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would really stand up during breakfast too, and just like that, here comes Spirit.
Something's not right. Did anyone else feel especially cold last night? Not in the technically dead sense, but I don't know, some other sense? It's like, for the first time in a long time, I felt the sun yesterday, and then it went away. I didn't like it.
Yes, and Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of the group. And perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. I'm glad the introduction of our Navi to our island paradise. And yeah, that was in quotations. Didn't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. I'm asking question too. It's, when will Wraith shut up? And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep him wanting more. Okay, yeah. This is all the same now. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. Hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah, this is all the exact... Ah, joy! Yeah, I know this is the... Yada, blah, 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 blah. This is all the exact same as last time. Blah, 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 blah. I just want to go... Oh, shit, no! I skipped too far! I missed out on stuff with this girl! No!
We should get out of here. Another place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't know why I'm telling you. It's really, it's my private spot. But I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. I'll get them all. I'll get my father too, and I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me!
Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary, and more than a little hot. If you get turned on by menacing... Look, all this time on Murder's Island has gotten us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance. But you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off with Spirit, the Huntress interjects. I guess you could go off with Spirit today. She seems pretty cool, actually. I think if we weren't here on this island vying against each other for your attention, we might actually be friends. We might have something though, you and I. I couldn't let go of you go off to our goth lighthouse without speaking up first. Yeah, I know our secret spot. I see everything through the holes in this adorable mask. So my offer stands. We can still hang out today. Plenty of room at my cabin. Wink wink. It's pretty cute that Huntress thinks she has to say wink wink out loud. The mask barely even hides her face. Tough choice. Weigh your options quickly, because you can only go on one date today and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. Yada yada yada. We already know what the answer is. Spirit. I gotta go with Spirit.
You made the correct decision, but know this: just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm gonna slobber all over you like a dog. Understand? Well, of course, you've still got a lot to prove to me, and I want to believe that our connection is real. But I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. You hear me? Because you will feel me. And if you try any of that macho trapper crap, yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette, do I to clarify? I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. Morose match. Whew. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. Noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Like me. Spirit smiles. Nature abhors a vacuum. You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Lapping waves into the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly well with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse sets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit is to yell just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that.
The light and the sound recede. The two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down, then pats on it gently. Clearly she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get in a little hands-on action? What else could it be? Okay. Good, thanks. Thanks, I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean.
No problem, I figured as much.
Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body.
Need help reaching those difficult spots?
See a hand flutter around your back. Do I gotta say sure? Doesn't really say what to do in this scenario. Hold on, I'm gonna try and... Nope, I'm not even gonna bother. Gotta see if I can put my guide up on screen. Sure, why not? Why not? Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch the Spirit apply sunscreen to herself in the most unique way, by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. Ask about the shards of glass. So if you don't mind, what's the deal with all those glass shards sticking out from all over your body?
You really want to know? You're not creeped out by them?
You're not creeped out, just nervous because you know the answer might be very personal, but she's a person you want to get to know. Just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible.
It's worse than death. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It's literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull out all these bits of glass that are stuck my flesh out right now if I wanted to, but I don't. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. And that's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea of being forced to succumb to the pressure the way he did in the end. The way that the fear and anger filled him up and came bursting out, the way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all.
Yeesh.
It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me, it's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control.
Ah.
You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it.
I appreciate that, Navi. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing. In life, in love, there was a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance from reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body covered in these vengeful poses, it really does a number in my joints.
Oh, absolutely. Last weekend, I temporarily attended a panel where we did JoJo poses, and it was like really, really extreme yoga. Hurt like hell after a little while, but was so much fun. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Okay. Fuck. Repeat the instructions. Okay. Create a save. There we go. Yada yada yada. Okay, we got this. Joy. Somewhere someone is getting off at this. Fuck. And we're just gonna go reload our save file. Way Spirit's death is written there, but I know it's quite terrifying. Here it's just goofy. I mean, this is a very light-hearted comedic game, so it makes sense. How did I? Nope. We're restarting. I don't care. I fucked up on the first one. I'm not doing this. Fuck. Okay, that's fine.
Well, I suppose that lotion made it to where I was supposed to be going eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better.
You look up the lighthouse. Its ominous dark form hovering above this moment between Spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Ooh, it's a ghost ship, like in Legend of Zelda: The Phantom Hourglass. Ooh. Tattered black yeah. Cool, it's a ghost ship. You hear a distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks in the water.
Oh, right. It does that sometimes, too.
Should we, do something?
Nah, the sharks will take care of it.
Then a minute, the ocean is quiet again, except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. These time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of those skull and crossbones flags, aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He's emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It isn't different to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining a strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through the woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me.
Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me. Those dead pirates or the mermaid I saw wash up on the shore that time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift.
It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. The basics anyhow. If you come with me,
You can get cut.
Spirit wedge at katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. I love Spirit so much. What's next? Blackbeard appears out of nowhere and says, "Can we get much?" Okay, you're wrong. It's Whitebeard. It's Whitebeard that does that meme thingy. Blackbeard in One Piece goes, "Zah!" There we go. I had to fix my phone. Yeah, Whitebeard is the one who says, "The One Piece! The One Piece is real! Can we get much higher, higher, so high?" Stand by, do you need me to give you back the brain cell? Because you clearly can't type today.
For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up.
Okay, be that way. You'll see. Alone at last, tension broken, deathly moans quiet, and Wraith vanished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems too intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone thinks, she puts a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you, interrupt whatever you were doing. Doesn't seem like they were worried if they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach. We'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being producers and hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to be working? We're supposed to work in groups of 4. You arrive at the beach, you realize that you were set up. Despite the promising announcement, Dwight and Clyde simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute, there's no announcement here. But there is a me.
Yep, mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost.
But you see, lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You got a secret lair? Damn it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got, sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about.
You're trying to make a mess of the first day I've had in... I don't know how long because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not even sure I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you.
It's not me messing things up like I keep trying to tell you. It's a staying island. I've come to accept a difficult truth what's happening here. Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it.
What would you know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. And since I was a born fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight. Even when I'm him, all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it?
Folks, please. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. We all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks.
You cloak? I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I face walk in the open. You just can't see me.
You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia if there was ever such a thing. Not that you know about that either.
Spirit ability literally fuck off to another dimension and pop out. That's awesome.
Yeah. Ahem! I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm gonna do that now. I choose Spirit. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn. Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken, yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right? So I'm gonna stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief.
I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too.
Noted.
I love Spirit so much. Spirit walks you around the corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew it was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. It is just a small sapling, but it's begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here, in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so, you know, just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off and... Oh, we got a neat little effect going.
Do you know the meaning of a cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also like quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated.
What do you mean? Do you?
For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they're also a symbol of fleeting nature of life and our fragile mortality. In a way, it's a specter of looming death that calls attention to this special moment, to see and appreciate life.
Hold on, I haven't saved in a while, so I'm gonna do that.
How does that duality make you feel, Navi?
Let's see what the guide says. I'm supposed to... Unsure. Okay, noted.
I'm supposed to feel unsure. Spirit's question isn't easy to answer. You want to impress her, but you also don't want to be true to yourself. The entire range of human experience stretches out before you, and you feel paralyzed by the different options available to you in this moment. That's okay. It wasn't a simple question with a simple answer. Who knows if Spirit herself even has an answer in mind? However, it occurs to you, like the fallen blossoms waiting at your feet, this chance of connecting with a beautiful person in front of you might be fleeting. Is this one of the answers that better choices to remain you unsure?
Still... I gotta be unsure, right? Yeah, okay.
With cherry blossoms floating down between you and Spirit, you look at her and... You're desperate to be closer to her. You grasp for the right words to say that will captivate your feelings in your heart, but they don't come. I don't know how to feel. I wish I had an answer for you. I wish I knew the correct response. As far as I can tell, there isn't one. Nothing that's easy to explain, at least. Spirit looks in your eyes, but does not speak. A pink blossom brushes between you and lands on the ground at your feet. Feelings are all mixed up, like petals of this cherry tree, floating through the air, swirling out of my control. As I look at them, I have no interest in answers. It's enough to simply observe. It's not enough to not know. It's enough to be here, right now, with you. Spirit smiles. She looks at the petal in the air, and you watch as her eye tracks it, the gusty sea air, sending it on a spiral journey away from you both.
Once the fallen cherry trees blossom represented souls of the samurai warriors, those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor the emperor. Their lives are short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite their samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. As petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if it were installed here by someone. You watch how Spirit chose her words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right?
Yep. But this time we got a really good reason. And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Now, I accused you of that, but okay. We're gonna tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot.
I guess it's time to go or whatever. Thanks for spending time with me today. I enjoyed it.
Me too.
I wonder how the fuck my honest response to...
I forget. Yada.
Right, this here. This doesn't seem any different than previous times.
It takes time to stretch. Yes. Yada yada. I don't care about any of these fuckers. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. I don't need to fucking... Says I have say nothing about your date, so I guess I only have 2 options: speak coy and gush about my date. So I guess I gotta. Not really a date, more like 2 people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in a relatively close proximity to each other.
That's exactly right. Couldn't have not said anything of value better for myself.
Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise, she doesn't like people getting into her business. I don't know why, but my nose feels weird. Like it wants to be runny, but there's nothing happening. I don't know. My body feels weird and makes me want to sniffle a lot. Dwayne Claudette, bring out the dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No, yada yada. Okay. Bony appetite. Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. I'd like to say to servants. Thank them, I guess. We did that last time. Yes? Oh, crud, I didn't... By winter coming since it's fucking freezing here, go. Take a seat uncomfortable log, feeling the fire here's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their place, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. When they ready to tell a story, I fucking... Oh, cool, everyone's looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we play charades? Boggle? Well, we're thinking, why don't you tell a story? Yada yada.
Don't speak for me, Huntress.
The fire is right here. And if we stop talking about it, yada yada. Okay, so what I gotta do? Okay, do you have to tell a story? Fine, I'll tell a story. I have to choose romance. I hope it's mystery. I have to choose romance! Romantic story.
About 2 lovers stick poison together and die foaming at the mouth?
About 2 strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine? Not quite, it's about my parents. They met at a okay, yada yada. This is the exact same story as last time. Big spirit again.
Suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you got out of this this group. Blah.
Okay. I'm gonna swap between this and a dating and a guide because I want to make sure I get this right. Like I didn't need to do this for fucking Huntress because she's easy to predict. Spirit, I kind of get like different vibes from. There's Pastor who's dead now and can't do anything about it. I love her.
It's called The Bride. Technically supposed the fiance. One winter, a young couple decided...
Okay, I'm gonna go back to reading this in a normal voice. One winter, a young couple decided the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby, chic farmhouse. Together they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out the seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one.
They chose Lilikoi, by the way, so fancy.
When it came time to choose out the decorations, however, the bride, or fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements with local wildflowers that surround the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose that first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day she spent hours mapping out where the best blossoms would be found, prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, so they'd be at the height of the freshness and the beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods, she surveyed the bride, or the fiancé's sake. became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand to run before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off for the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed the route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon another familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful, she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead, impossibly, even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the fiancé crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling, and from their stems into festering, moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends and family and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, into the forest. There were no beautiful windflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people liked to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. Like, I think this is the exact same dialogue as last time as well. Tell me now, you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the... Yeah, okay. Blah, 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 I gotta go. Fucking... There's... Yada yada, I wanna go. I just wanna beat Trapper up. On those spiny legs, you'd probably get that. Yada yada. A lot of this is the exact same dialogue as last time. Sets up senses comparing themselves to each other and creating drama. I'm so all over that. You get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively... I don't know what you're talking about, Trapper. Spirit's on something. Down with the man! Communist revolution! Let's go, baby! Wait, no, I'm a princess. What am I doing? I can't start communism. What am I doing? Anyways, go hang out with Spirit. Spirit?
Oh, you picked me. Oh, you picked me. Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despite phoniness, so should I be honest with you? You make for interesting company. I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even though I hate the game of prize, but I had a long day.
Wait, did I make a fuck up? Okay, so I actually was supposed to...
Flooding some varying expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, but getting to really know who I am is an impossible task not worth trying. But too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the same time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess.
Navi need help. Game made Steam give good discounts on Steam, and now I'm stuck on if I should buy the new Ghost Runner or get new games that are really fucking cheap or safe for Titanfall. So I've never played Ghost Runner 1, so I really can't. But I know you said you enjoyed that, so I kind of want to say that one. I'm very much a deal kind of person, so I kind of want to say go get really cheap games. Ready to get wasted.
As you know, I don't drink, so not me. Unless you mean wasted as in killed. In which case, Dad, if you're out there somewhere, I'll find you and waste you for what you've done to me.
You really don't drink ever? Is that a like because if you've
That is bad grammar. I'll drink alcohol because alcohol is a poison to the body and mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time in being. Why'd you choose a mixology lesson in your romantic nighttime activity? Oh no, I'm drinking for you tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed. By your father. On whom you still have a bloody vengeance. Right. Well, so be it. How about you, Navi? Do you drink? Stay sober. I got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm gonna pass on the alcoholic drinks. Here. This game will end on the 2nd of November at time. Oh, okay. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like proper people, like sober people can't have fun. Watch a spear picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere and little fruity guts flop up out into Spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly ever shows stains. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make? Dark and stormy. That sounds about right. It's either that or zombie, so I'm gonna pick dark and stormy. I want a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date.
Okay, that one is cute.
Hey, I actually chose the right one, then I have to resort to the guide this time. Please allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made. First, rum, or in this case rum extract, and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice, and then fresh ginger beer is added in, garnished with a lime wheel, and drink. The end. Do you know who you're... do you think you're up to challenge of replicating this recipe, Navi? Replicating, rum stew, ginger beer over ice. Don't forget the lime wheel! Rum stew, ginger beer over ice with the lime wheel. I'm sure I appreciate your tone, but yeah, you got it. You're a natural, a sassy natural. And you and Dwight might have more in common than don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood. She sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm because it's your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little? Whoa. Before you get a yes out, lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudia and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. That's awesome. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was? Oh, it was like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. Is this gonna be the part where they tell me I gotta, pick a date for someone tomorrow and I gotta pick someone that I'm gonna reject? Okay, I gotta pick my dream date. What are we talking? That's 800. Okay. Fuck you, Trapper. I'm not spending time... I regret to say this, I'm not spending time with Huntress. Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not indulged by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper, dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to specify at least which god you'll be spitting the face of? All of them. Okay, then so, how'd you tonight if you intend to hang out with Spirit? I will. No, Huntress. I love Huntress too much. But we can't go for her this time. That's... Murr's Island, yada yada. Time to eliminate a killer. Can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart, don't you? Yada yada. Okay, fucking hell, just let me go through. Which sociopath we eliminate? Trapper, because fuck him. Oh yeah, I got a brand new body pillow like last time. I definitely want to try to stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. Oh, so if I actually just hold this, it goes by super fast. That's actually really convenient. So, I could have read that, but I didn't. I think I saw a raccoon over the tree. I'm feeling peckish.
Of course Navi's into me. Why wouldn't they be? I'm thoughtful, beautiful, surrounded by a calming mist. I've also got great hair. It's not technically dead. I'm extremely low maintenance. Look, I don't like to throw the term anime waifu around too often, but if the body pillow fits, snuggle it, you know what I mean?
What? No, you're not part of this. Okay, there we go. Ghostface. Hey. I fucking love Spirit. She's adorable. Yada yada. Ah, now I got a flower to give to my romantic date. Oh, I got hit with an ad note. Oh no, poor guy. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. Okay, yada yada. Who am I gonna spend the time with? You. You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to be a better person, resisted the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level.
And we shall, up to the eye of the dark storm that is our reality, to the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. It's time to see what you're made of, Navi. I need an adult. That'd be nice to start the day off at Trappist Yacht before we head to the Black Lighthouse. If I kind of hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling or whatever, it's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit. At least there's more to me than what you've already gotten to experience. I know my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, plume of floating hair. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once, went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town.
And then, well, I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me, and when I woke as an undead Avenger,
This is not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know by whom. A lot of time when you think about ghosts, they're these kind of see-through flickering specters. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go through them. Ooh, like that sort of thing? Maybe there's some warpy effect on the world around you? I don't know. Depends on which movie you're watching. But when I died, I dare you to try and reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows? I sure don't. I've got my ideas, but I'm not exactly out there digging around the caves or dusting off antiques to try and find clues or analyze their meanings. I do want to take this experience seriously, though. I want to give the process a chance. Maybe a dumb process, and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person. But you just woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try and swim away, you're giving us a chance.
I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option. I want to say a spirit is built like a dream anime wife who would just sit in your wife.
It's not. However, the fact that you've never even tried, I think means you've got the courage, or an open mind, or I don't know, maybe you stuck around because you like someone you met here.
Maybe. While two of you were getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse. Last stop, everyone off. There were other stops? Oh no, not this trip of your life. Okay, yeah, I don't care about you two. Okay, now time to continue our date with the spirit. You arrive at the beach near the Black Lighthouse. Its imposing form towers above you. Flock of birds circles lazily. No sense of fear or urgency, as if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages.
I'm excited about today, see?
Spirit places her wrist delicately in your hand and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cool to touch, but you feel... Is that the faintest of pulses?
My blood is absolutely pumping. So, what happens now? Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who's lived to tell about it. We're going... there.
Spirit points atop the lighthouse, amongst the circling birds. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Hey, how's everyone doing today? Hey, y'all. Wraith here. Hi, Wraith. You sure seem chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else strange. Something different than what is usually going on. Wraith takes a deep breath, sucking in all the ocean air like it's the greatest air he's ever been sucked. Navi, and thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again, forever. This is how it's meant to be. I feel alive.
Are you done? We're kind of like, you know, on a date that you just mentioned.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like you said, we're in the middle of something. You mind? Oh, right. So what you doing? Up at the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact,
Spirit,
Spirit, I thought you said no one has ever been up there. Alright, Spirit, I thought you said no one's been up there about it. But it sounds exactly like telling about it.
technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but
Spirit waves her arm around. Here's that Wraith from head to toe.
and if he's not dead by now, he's gonna be when I punish him for interrupting our date.
You know, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up into menacing shapes. I'll just be over here, running away, enjoying the view.
You know, I think Wraith was just kidding about the whole being up there. But honestly, the view isn't even on the island. What you can see is mostly ocean on account of it being, you know, a lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point. Regarding your... how do I say it?
You usually see our lost words.
What's your mortal status? Because despite what our lanky friends seem to think, the lighthouse is not meant to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it from all corners of this world, if not further.
Well, duh, you saw a friggin' pirate ship seemingly travel through space-time only to crumble at the rocks beneath that spooky tower. But you decided not to point it out, because it would be too romantic. Because that wouldn't be too romantic. Now what? I think I'm alive. I'm here with you, walking this beach, feeling the water on my feet, feeling the sun on my skin.
Here, with me, the spirit. Does that make you feel alive?
Think you alive? I guess. I don't know.
You come with me up into the eye of the Black Lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because we have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. I'd hate for you to simply turn to ash. If we were to commit right here now to figuring this out as friends, we could put that risk off for another time.
Just be friends? Ouch, is this her way of letting you down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you.
I can't decide if I did this for you. I can only warn you that this may not be safe. You might die up there, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Okay, so according to the she is the best waifu. Second best waifu.
Wait, oh yeah, her robe actually is kind of see-through. That's actually a really nice detail. I like it. Okay. I gotta go up and maybe die is my option. Noted. Take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air that travels your body, fills your lungs. Maybe the last time you've had such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with that information. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I'd risk my life for it. Spirit smiles quirkily, devilish smile.
Right this way.
Inside the lighthouse is almost pitch black. It's seemingly day. Honestly, okay, blah blah blah.
Watch your step.
Things we do for love. I should probably save. I haven't done that in a while. There we go. It was morning a moment ago, but it's now night.
What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking out over the ocean all day. I've really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you, just taking the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of my perfect date.
Really? I don't remember that.
I just called it the perfect date, and you can't be bothered to remember it? What kind of game are you playing with me?
I want to remember it. It's just that for some reason my mind's completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead.
Oh, you're already dead. You haven't been this whole time.
That's true.
Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working.
You haven't turned off. The light has a power to it. A massive lens refracts moonlight through itself. A subtle sparkle has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went. Staring into the light as the sun fell. Blah blah.
Thanks for spending the day with me. I really had a good time.
That's it? Don't get me wrong, this is really cool and all. I guess I just don't know what I expected.
I suppose if you thought you were winding your death and nothing happened, it might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry, anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let me help flip on the light, heat the staircase so it's easier to get down. Stairs still look pretty dark. Maybe
Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum. Then it becomes frighteningly clear to you that the switch wasn't for that stairs, it was for the main lantern. The lantern is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up to your nose.
Oopsie, looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stairlights at all.
Now we see who really is alive and who really is dead. I suppose it was bound to happen sooner or later. Slam your eyes. My dog is going crazy upstairs. I want to see it, but, well... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go check on my dog, everyone. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna go check on him.
my dog's doing. He's throwing a fucking tantrum upstairs. He's crying and... He's crying and not happy. I want to sleep, I'm a little scared.
Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and only look at me, and I'll keep you safe.
Okay, repeat instructions. Save. Yada yada. Fuck!
Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope I haven't...
Let's see. Check that. Okay. So yeah, I'm doing fine so far.
So brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. I'm so lucky to put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real.
Despite your attempt to resist it, incredible force of energy in the black light house's lantern's eye refuses to subside. No, it cannot be ignored. It doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, there's some trivia little game. This is real life and real magic. You start it now. Its power penetrates your mind. Hey there, been a while. Oh, thanks. Doing good? Feeling more dead or alive? Yeah, we'll do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon. Your dog's fighting demons right now? Probably. You wake up to your spirit's muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. It takes time for the sound to clear up, but eventually spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not you.
You know, sometimes people say it's not you, it's me. Well, this time it's you, and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought you were doing this. What you're doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it looks like a whole lot different than this.
I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody.
Oh yeah? Well, fine. Nobody breaks up with Trapper, but I'm not doing that. I'm dumping.
Don't you say it.
I'm dumping Evan McMillan. And there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan.
Rin,
Trapper turns from spirit and looks directly at you. You realize that you're laying on the ground of some weird tunnel.
I think your shouting woke up Navi.
My shouting?
Let's see. I don't have an option for this one. I actually don't have an option for this. This guy does not have a... I guess it doesn't matter. Just stay quiet. Stay quiet. Don't have to be as quiet as possible. Hold your breath and freeze in place.
Sorry to wake you up, Navi. After that happened, you'd probably be better off sleeping for a bit longer. Things just got out of hand.
How'd you know?
You were talking in your sleep basically non-stop till you woke up and got quiet.
What was I saying?
I don't know, I don't speak Dutch.
Did you speak Netherlands? Blikbar.
Yeah, see, there you go again.
The jig is up, as they say. You know, they know you're awake now, and you're going to have to deal with this. Here's an awkward situation head on. Clearly, I shouldn't be here. They're having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. I got on this island to like hear this creepy tunnel. As far as the island goes, your guess is against mine. As far as this tunnel goes, we brought you here.
We? You and Trapper? But after the lighthouse came on, you blacked out, and on your way down, I thought you might have been hit your head or something. It's hard to tell whose blood that is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you, I just didn't feel like it. You know, I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. I could have asked Claudia and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them.
But you trust Trapper?
Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper can be a real jerk, and you'd be right. But when you get to see, but you get what you see with him.
There we go. Finally read that one correctly.
We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island.
What's up, guys? Taking an island, talking on the mysteries. Favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in.
Trapper, you said this place was private.
Don't look at me. I didn't tell him about it. Half the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him.
Well, jeez. You can see I'm not wanted. So, you 3 a throuple now, or...
I'm gonna say, I really don't get the whole trapper spirit thing, but hey, it's not my business. I don't stick my nose in it.
We were not a thing! Nobody traps a trapper! Now traps are with relationships!
And you do realize you're sticking your nose out who's in our business right now, right?
Wow, so hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some interesting features. If you head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find—
Get out!
Ray looks around just to be doubly sure the trapper's addressing him. I was just leaving.
This it's a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trap, on the other hand, he's quite needy. After a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me. And it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody really didn't want to have that talk, but we were more than friends.
I dispute the events as told. For the record, I don't pursue, I stalk, and I lie in wait. Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things that we were good at.
Oh, no, that was Spirit saying that. Fuck! So I had to ask, but I did just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp, so I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What were you good at?
Well, for starters,
Excuse me, I'll take the question. Thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest
For revenge.
Exactly. What you might not know, Trapper is a great classical maestro of revenge.
Trapper blushes behind the mask. That's one way to compliment a killer.
Revenge against friends who had turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against a barista who wrote Evan on who wrote Ewan and a cappuccino knowing his name was actually Evan. For someone who thinks about revenge just as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. But they say never let her date your heroes.
Good advice. I don't think that's a saying.
And then you came along, Navi. You showed what it's like to be okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer to anyone.
I'm not sure where you got all that from, but okay.
You held up a mirror to my own doubts and fears and showed me that they aren't everything about me, that I can embrace those things but not be defined by them. You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave in a dusty old tunnel.
Trapper nudges you in the ribs with his elbow. Gross. Clearly appealing to Trapper's better features has been our winning strategy for dumping his ass, because he seems to be taking it quite well.
This whole half-assed dating show parody thing, at first I obviously thought it was a lame idea, but what kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? But then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here. You were like into me in ways no one has ever demonstrated before. We're kindred spirits. I don't want to give up on it. I don't ever want to give up on us.
listen, Navi, while you're knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total weakling, Spirit confided me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well, naturally because I trust her and value her opinions. That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get to her, you have to get to me first. By passing Trapper's Test, trademark, coming to BHVR or TV Sundays at 8 p.m. Welcome to Trapper's Test. Answer my questions correctly or die with my blade. Question 1! What's Spirit's real name? The one given to her by a murderous father, which she only lets her real friends call her.
Rin, you said that to her earlier.
Okay, you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2! What lives inside Spirit?
A dragon!
Well, sure, everyone knows that. They won't all be this easy. Question 3! Where did Spirit work for her back when she was a normal college girl before she was hell-bent on revenge?
A restaurant.
I don't think I would date a waitress, but don't tell my father I ever mingled with her. With a help like that, he'd be so disappointed in me. Question 4! What's Spirit's favorite color?
I think it's black, right? Okay, it is. I had to verify that one. Are these questions specifically largely superficial? Sure. Oh, that's him.
Are these questions largely superficial? Sure. Maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why she dumped. Why it didn't work out between us. Who knows? Question 5! The final question.
You got this, Navi.
According to Spirit, what's worse than being dead?
Not being seen for who you are.
Well, I pitched Trapper's Test to suits on BHVR TV. They told me there was no room for the budget for a new car to be given away as a final prize for winning. So I killed them all right there at the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. Telling you this, A, to brag, B, to explain why the only thing you're going to win is me saying congratulations for passing Trapper's Test. Not that was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman obsessed with a giant light, that shines in the dark, has a chip in her shoulder about being seen. Go figure. You probably guessed, but rules are rules, and even if I literally just made them up, you got it right. So I guess I approve you dating Spirit or whatever. I never really cared about her in the first place. I was just hoping you'd slip up and give me an good excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink, 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 and drop her out.
I'm sorry I didn't do that. What, 5 measly questions? It was nothing. Not even that. As ridiculous and unnecessary as it was, the whole thing. The waking up in a random tunnel, the overhearing our argument, the whole news that Trap and I had something going on, the stupid quiz, all of it. Especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. And I like you too, Spirit. Please, call me Rin. Rin. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There's something else I wanted to show you. Alone up in the lantern room of the tower. You're my other gutter, Navi. It's all that kind of game. What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told. No, wait. It is that kind of game. Disregard the gutter moment. Come back up there with me. There's no place I'd rather be. I'm back. I need to be at peak capacity to play the most technical character that can also. Despite return to Lantern Room, this lighthouse, despite all the drama and worry that was previously part of this place for you. More importantly, you're excited to be here with Spirit, which makes it all the more crushing. When you're interrupted by the arrival of Claudette and Dwight. Funny seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I meant tragic. Tragic? I don't think so. What can be tragic about a family reunion? Those are always so... Oh no! They brought her dad back! Now's the time... Now is the time for any reality show shenanigans. Dwight, Claudette, shield your eyes. We don't know what the lighthouse will... No, please don't interrupt. You think after all this time you'd know that we got our best interests in minds. What? Wait, what? No, of course I don't think that I get the wax out of your friend. I asked you not to interrupt. Delight the black light flares. In the darkness you see something horrible and strange. In place of Claudette and Dwight are two ghoulish silhouettes. Before you can... My dog's barking again. That's how I know why, because there's a UPS truck coming up the street. I was about to ask who's... His wife, she goes show something special like... It's breezy up here. I should have packed a sweater. What in the hairy hell? Hey, watch the language. Shouldn't speak that way. Around your elders. Is that her dad? Grandpa? Oh, that's even better. Grandpa.
My little Rin, you're such a woman now. They grow up so fast.
What?
Navi, meet Grandpa Kazan Yamoka. Well, technically not just Grandpa. Technically he's my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa, but that's not great to say in a row.
I haven't seen my little Rin since I watched over her from the afterlife where she was just a little girl. And I expect you all to say the greats! It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Rin. She can do whatever she wants. My precious little angel. But you...
Oh, my mom's home. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta go say hi. Said hi to Mom. Put the headset back on. Sorry for having to dash away so many times during this stream. Never the intent. Definitely ways the only regret. Well, according to this game, it is. So let's see. Now tonight with Claudette, well, interrupt the date again. You have to clear one last mini game. At the end of the game, get Spirit's true ending. Pick kill Dwight, and that's it. Okay, cool. So everything's straightforward at this point. Save the game just to be safe.
I expect you to say all the greats. It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Rin, she can do whatever she wants, because my precious little angel with demonic red eyes. Pretty sure even the decorative third eye on his mask is looking at you. You mongrel, you must treat me with respect, or so help me I'll be cleaning bits of your head off with my kanabo.
Kanabo is a metal baseball bat covered in spikes, for your information. I'm exhausted.
I'm not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to a descent of the noble Yamaoka bloodline in the first place. Dirk, Claudine, please explain what's going on for me.
It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette, remember? We explained to you that you're gonna come meet your great-great-great-great-granddaughter suitor and to give her withhold your approval.
5 greats!
Great godfather, your honor, master, sir. Dwight is a samurai, not a judge. Knight, Well, nice.
Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you have great judgment, because if they summoned my father, I would be too distracted by torturing him for all eternity to continue with the rest of the, whatever this is. Show? Game? Experience?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Only a man of my own power or magnitude can help.
Self-important much? My nose is doing that weird feeling thing again as it was earlier. It's bothering me. Nice to meet you, cousin.
Only my friends and family call me cousin. You, those who tremble in fear of my presence, call me Oni.
You're seeing a serious resemblance to a trapper. Not only the sheer size of the man that Oni is, but also his attitude. Apparently Spirit has a type. You sure you can, or want to measure up to that? Dawns on you that, wait a second, maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you've tried to look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. Save again. Yada yada. Let's see. This definitely deserves more thought, but now's not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with the first ever case of self-blindness. There's a massive samurai mad dogging you from 2 steps away. Well, you don't scare me at all, so I'll stick with Kazan.
Peasant! I realize now the true purpose of my visit was to extinguish your light!
Oni waves his katana in the air at you menacingly, like great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, like great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter, apparently.
Hold up there, Grandpops. Not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better.
Young people these days, always waiting to kill people, insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did not need. You did what needed to be done because your nobility depended on it.
In his day, such an imposing presence, he sure is giving off serious old man yells at Cloud vibes.
You see, when I was a young man, we didn't have foreigners in our land. Didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already. A little too much if you ask me, but I didn't make the rules. The rulers did. Exactly how it should be. Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, courtesans, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public executions. What were we talking about?
Spirit giggles that are great. Okay, I'm not saying all those every time at Oni's forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so listen up, old man. We don't have time to listen. There's every activity available to a samurai in the entirety of the Edo period.
Silence, peasant! You're showing your ignorance. Samurai were forbade from many activities that didn't fit the Bushido code, such as attending certain theatrical performances, for instance. Sometimes, however, samurai would put on a disguise in order to seek out entertainment. Now, I'm not saying I did that, because I had honor, and a body built like an entire castle is quite hard to hide. But clearly you have neither honor nor my physique. You don't even know about the ins and outs of shifting rules of traditional Japanese samurai etiquette, you fool. Rin, what would you want with such an uneducated admirer as this?
I find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about who was and who wasn't allowed to do what with leisurely activities over 100 years ago. However, you're really not sure how to handle this massive demonic old man.
Oh, wait, I get it. Sweet Rin, my beautiful descendant, you invited me here to do what you're too kind to do. Bash this jerk's head in! Claude, Doris, fetch me my kanabo. Rin, wrap your robe around this mongrel's hands and hold them still. We'll splatter their brains on this beach together, as a family.
Grandpa, no. That's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did.
Yeah, sure. Wink, wink, wink.
Whole saying wink out loud thing is getting really out of hand. Him and Trapper really do have a lot in common, don't they?
I swear, Navi's a good soul with the heart of a warrior. They fought for my love in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up with a fair share of my nonsense.
Nonsense which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this up already? Okay, this is a sign for a minigame to start up, so I gotta hit save.
Of course, of course. Who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging around as a ghost and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 generations. Let's come give your ancestor-in-law a hug. Sword drawn, Oni beckons you closer. There's no way he's ever hugged anyone in his entire life. I think I'm good over here, actually. Rin, now! Push him my way and I'll split them in half! The sacrifice of this usurper to the Yamaoka bloodline will surely bring us back to life and set us back on the course of honor.
I love him so much.
So silly, Grandpa. We both know that only one sacrifice can get our family back on track.
Avenge my father, your great-great-great-great-great-grandson, and traitor to the Yamaoka name. The lust for vengeance in your voice. It fills me with cheer.
I'll never forget who I am.
And suppose if this person you want to be with, to go on your journey of bloody revenge with, I should trust your judgment. The strength inside you blooms the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors.
If Navi ever treats me poorly, you have my word, on our family's honor, I will wield my katana and gut them like a fish.
A tear rolls down from behind Oni's demonic mask. You sure want to marry into this?
And one last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it. But maybe stop focusing so specifically and obsessively on it. What he did, it was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. Be well, Rin. I'll see you again soon. Let's go, servants. Clint, Deontay. Dennis, return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to?
Yes, sure. I swear, this is still better than dealing with Trapper's dad. I'm sorry if I was disrespectful of your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realize I'll never measure up to someone like that. A warrior with a hell of a fashion sense. I mean, that mask.
Don't worry about it. I would never expect you to. Or want you to, really. If all I wanted was the biggest brew on the island, I'd be down Trapper's cave right now avoiding his vintage bear traps. But that's not the life I've imagined for myself. This sense of abstract duty, anger at a world changing around me, and a lust for blood, that's no way to live. And yet, as you know now, that is the Yamaoka way of life. Forever, I'm like cursed to battle against that dragon that lives inside me. Or at least, maybe I was until now.
Call me the Dragon Tamer, baby.
You haven't won the game yet. Please don't ruin it.
Sorry, I have no idea where that came from.
I think we spent enough time in this lantern room. We should head back to the beach.
I have a very logic question, but this is a video game. The question is, how the fuck do they understand each other even though the languages were so different in their time period? We don't think about it. Well, she's dead, so who knows? Maybe she just sort of automatically understands because she's a spirit. I mean, I imagine when I get to heaven, I'll just perceive everyone's language as like English, and they'll perceive me speaking Japanese, Farsi, even Klingon. I don't know. Whatever people automatically understand by default. I just assume there's going to be auto-translate in heaven.
You know, the sun might have set, but like, we've waited long enough. It will rise again.
Oh. Spirit moves her sheer robe, showing you her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon.
Maybe you can help me get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen.
Again? I mean, yeah, of course. Last time was, well, I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. Be totally real with you.
I'll be totally real with you. I kind of just asked as a goof, but I really enjoyed it.
Save again.
I swear though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled a total foot freak. Not that there's anything wrong with feet, it's just that something about that kind of attention really gets people talking.
As someone who accidentally selected Jury as their main for Street Fighter 6, mood. Steady, steady. Oh shit, we're doing this again. Oh! Almost. Oh! Right in the middle. God, I love your hand.
God, that's so goddamn hot. I love feeling your hands sliding up and down my feet between my toes. My skin's never been more moist. Get up here right now.
Before you find a towel to wipe off your lotion hands, Spirit grabs you, pulls you in close. Her lips lock onto yours. They're surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon, and you find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life, snaking through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you up off your feet.
Come here, you.
So this is what it feels like to fly. Spirit pulls you close. You feel bits of glass pressed in your flesh. Pain and pleasure mix and wash over you like the ocean, salty air stinging your skin as you writhe against your undead lover. And of course it's getting horny. The best kind of game ever. Lighthouse howls. In the darkness, you're pretty sure that Spirit lets the dragon inside of her take over. If it kills you, you're sure it would have all been worth it. The clouds part as you manage to pull yourself apart, exhausted, away from Spirit. I got a prize! A shard of glass covered in my own blood! Yay! Sorry, things got stuck in me when I was having the best night of my life. Spirit drags her fingertip over the sharp end of the glass.
Keep it. Consider it a memento. We have plenty more where that came from.
Yay! I got a prize! Back on the beach, other killers roll their eyes as you show up with Spirit, doing that couples thing where you walk with your hands in each other's back pockets. You know, it's obnoxious, but love will do that to a person.
Last day, you beautiful piece of meat. You've already done so well. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister bias of saltwater do you think I am?
Navi, Spirit, welcome back, since you're both still alive. We can assume you had a good time. You point to the many open wounds on your body, complete with bits of sand, dirt, and stuck on them. Yeah, you could say that. I think some of those might be infected. You should really get them checked out.
You're actually going through with this? That thing you should get checked out is your head. My friend, Spirit, is absolutely nuts. You won't survive a week dating her.
Didn't you just give us her blessing like 3 scenes ago?
You might think that she's all sad and introspective, but the truth is she's a demon hell-bent on revenge who will ultimately stop at nothing to satisfy the lust for death that courses through her veins. I can't get her out of my mind.
I know all that, and I think it's hot. She's the goth girlfriend of my dreams. You're just jealous you lost her, so you're trying to run me out of town. Well, guess what? I'm not scared of you. I'm with Rin now, and she's got my back. Literally, she's carved her name into it with a piece of broken glass. Thank God it was only 3 letters long. Alright, we get it. Everyone is super tough. All you do is kill, no matter what. We've got a show to finish, and this is the finale, so we need you to hold on for just a moment longer. After all, well, that was the point of this whole experience, to give even the most demented killers a chance of finding love. And it worked! To think my official bio called me distinctly below average. Well, look at me now, world! I'm about to officiate this wedding between 2 complete maniacs. I love this game. Please, Spirit, take this bouquet and prepare your vows. As soon as you both say I do, we can send you off to your exclusive honeymoon.
Hold up, nobody's saying I do today.
Yeah, nobody is. Wait, what? Marriage is an archaic social institution put in place by men in power thousands of years ago to maintain their control in the world. I'm not interested in playing their game. I'm not interested in doing what anyone tells me or living by any rules that I don't believe in deep down in my heart. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't remember being asked if I want to take part in this bootleg reality TV bullshit thing in the first place. Did anyone here agree to this? I'm still not entirely sure what's going on. Spirit has manifested her katana. In a moment, the mood has changed from a romantic climax to a place of terror. Whoa, we're all having fun here. If you just say I do, we can. I won't. But slice her blade Claudette is no more, replaced with 2 halves of Claudette, neither of which are especially alive. Dwight's horrified. There's a chance he actually wet himself. Luckily for him, Khaki he hides a lot of things. Unlucky for him, urine isn't one of them. Meanwhile, Trapper, Huntress, and Wraith are eating popcorn. But they get popcorn. You were under the impression that Claudette and Dwight did all these cooking around here, so sorry. Now's not the time to think about who popped the popcorn. A gruesome murder just happened. This is for you. You know what you must do. Spirit hands you a katana. You look on a whimpering Dwight and feel everyone waiting for you to put him out of his misery. Look, Navi, we're on a very tight schedule. You respect schedules, right? If you kill me, I'm afraid of what comes next. So, I don't know. Could you not? Think back to that strange moment of the lantern in the black lighthouse. When the light hit Dwight, there was something off about it all, as if he wasn't real. At the very least, not really human. Was that a good reason to do him in with Spirit's katana? Or actually a reason not to kill him? Doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense here is taking control, taking it away from them, taking it into your own hands and carving out a new destiny for yourself. Kill this pathetic worm, kill him and join me in my mission. Together we will be unstoppable. That's quite an offer. What are you gonna do? Kill him. You raise Spirit's katana, and with the ease of slicing a wedding cake, you cut him in 2. His dead body slumps on the ground in front of you.
That was so incredibly sexy.
Ren places her hands on yours, and you both hold her katana, your fingers intertwined. You look to the other killers and see something new on their faces. Respect. You're one of them now. Ruthless, uncompromising, splattered with blood. A killer.
My father's really gonna crap his pants when he sees the 2 of us coming.
Oh. That's a lot of blood.
What are you waiting for, lover?
So on the beach, below the black lighthouse, watching seagulls devour the liver of a dead pirate who was washed up on shore. I was thinking about how much I love you, Rin.
Well, stop thinking and show me.
You ever think we'll leave this place?
What do you care?
I hope we don't. The end! Oh, she freaky, alright.
The good kind of freaky. Whoa! That's the spirit ending. We did it! I love this game. This is... I don't know if dating sims will ever get better than this. Now I need this game to be updated with like more killers and shit. That would be genuinely amazing. So, with this being said, let's prepare a raid as the credits roll. So let's see. I got 2 people live right now. Let's go raid near. Let's go. I'll do Ghost Siren again. She's always fun. Ghost Siren Meeks. So, in the meantime, I hope you all had a great day. I certainly enjoyed playing this. I'll see you all Saturday for more Dead Space. And Sunday, I'm gonna take suggestions for Sunday because, you know, I like to do my morning and afternoon stream. And, well, I don't know what I'm doing this Sunday morning. So, any good one-off suggestions for a Sunday morning stream, I will take right now. Especially if it fits this Halloween vibe. But in the meantime, I hope you all take care of yourselves. I will see you all... Fucking... McAfee, get the fuck out of my way. I'll see you all in the future. Goodbye!